Hello everyone, and welcome to the Narcissistic Abuse Recovery Care Network. I'm Dean, the host of this channel, and also the host of the Unmasking the Narcissist channel. So today I'm going to be presenting to you episode 13 on the Unmasking the Narcissist channel, and the title of this episode is How Narcissists Give Themselves Away. So how do narcissists give away what they really are? Well, there's a number of different examples of how they actually do this, but we're going to actually just broach some of the examples that are at the top of that list. And one of the prime examples of how they give themselves away is they project. And what I mean by project when I say this word is that when they are doing something to you that they shouldn't be doing, like perhaps lying all the time or something like that, they themselves have deep-seated trust issues most of the time. 99% of narcissists have some type of real deep trust issues. And they'll be lying to you. And of course, because they lie to you, they think that you're lying to them. So they project what they're doing upon you, the victim. And they do this with pretty much all victims. It's almost universal right across the board with whatever level of narcissist you happen to be dealing with. They all do this. Same thing goes for the factor that narcissists, if you encounter one, are about 87% more likely to be cheating on you than any normal person is. And because of this, if they're cheating on you, they're thinking you're probably cheating on them, because that's the way their brains actually work. This is what type of projection they actually put upon their victims, because they themselves have trust issues, they have security issues, they have, all kinds of issues that they deal with in life. They usually often don't feel very good about themselves, although you would never know that, because narcissists always come off to people like they are just like in tip-top shape and there's absolutely nothing wrong. Of course they're going to present themselves this way. They don't want people to see how messed up they really are, so they project an image that isn't really what they really are. And this is what narcissists do to everyone in order to keep the illusion with their victims of who they are and what they're really doing. They don't want you to know what they really are. They want you to see a facade or a story about them that isn't really real, and this is what they do. So they project that false image upon you, and they project all these other things upon you. And at times also what they do is they also mirror their victims like this. This is also part of the illusion and part of the other thing that they do with you. I have an episode on the N.A.R.C.N network, I believe, about mirroring as well too, but I may go and do another episode here coming up where we talk a little more in depth about mirroring and what that actually is, and when the narcissist does it again. So this is like one of the things that they do in order to actually give themselves away to you. Whatever it is they accuse you of doing, you can be pretty much sure that that narcissist is probably doing that exact thing to you. So if you encounter a narcissist or suspect you're with one, and they're accusing you of lying, they're accusing you of cheating, they're accusing you of all kinds of stuff, that's probably exactly what they're doing to you. So that's one really great example of what they do to you to give themselves away. Another thing is that you may notice if you're dealing with somebody you suspect of being a narcissist, this can be a lover or a friend or whatever. They have a tendency, and this is more specific actually for people who are in a romantic connection with a narcissist, they have a tendency to get really, really hyped up when a new supply is around. And when I say a new supply, this means a new appliance or a new victim that they have, a new romantic interest that comes around them that they don't really want to admit is a romantic interest. And they get really hyped up because the way the narcissist's brain works is that their endorphin level that they get when they're being when they have a euphoric thing happening is many, many more times more intense than an average person's level, because their brain's chemical balances are not normal. So when they feel a lot of hype because they have a new interest around, a new romantic interest around, they will usually behave in a very hyped up kind of way. So they could, you could have the narcissist, if you're with one, let's say in a relationship where you're married to them, or maybe you're just living with them or whatever. They could come home and start talking to you about a new person, let's say at work, that has caught their eye or caught their attention. They'll talk about this new subject, and they'll pay attention to a lot of details with this subject. For some reason, they'll just know a lot about this person, and they'll openly talk to you about those things with this person, almost in an unnatural way, where if you're not really inquiring, who this person is, what things about them do you know, tell me some stuff, they will very often offer up this information automatically, even though you're not asking them really much about this person. They almost overdo it and over-describe the situation or over-describe the person, sometimes in massively great detail, because the way their brains are, of the narcissist, is that when they're grooming new victims or new appliances, they pay attention to that person, that new subject, very, very carefully, because they're trying to learn and study everything about them that they can. They're doing this because they want to absorb that person and be able to know how to get them into their fuel matrix and to get them locked in as a victim. So they pay extreme attention to the details of that person, extreme attention to the details of everything to do with that person. And it's quite fantastic to see when narcissists do this at sometimes, because narcissists can sometimes describe things about that person they've encountered only one time, and the details about that person will be almost like if they were reading it out of a book and knew this person for 10 years. They will have that type of detail within their stories, because they have become infatuated with this new victim that they're dealing with. And these are some of the things you have to look out for with narcissists. Actually, these are two of the top things you have to look out for with narcissists, that they conversate with you about new people who are around them. Now, again, this can be a natural, normal thing for people to do too if you have a new person at work. And depending on if you're a very social person or whatever, you may have dialogue with a spouse or a lover that you're with, or somebody like that. It's intimate in your life, about somebody new that you know at a job, or somebody you met or whatever. Again, I'm not saying that these dialogues of this nature are abnormal or completely out of character for a normal person to have. But the way a normal person talks about this and the way a narcissist talks about a person that they are now possibly considering as a victim are two different things. So when you get dialogue like this out of somebody around you, and you possibly already expected or suspect that this person might be a narcissist, pay very close attention to how much detail that person is telling you, and how often they're talking to you about this person as well too, especially if you're in a romantic relationship or you're married or something of this nature, because too much detail of things like this that feels abnormal or unnatural is always a key sign that that particular person might actually have an unnatural affinity for this person, or that they may, indeed be a narcissist and be grooming this person, or be getting ready to groom this person. So these are things that we do have to pay attention to, because they are definitely key elements as to what to look out for, as if in the instance that you might be dealing with a narcissist here. So these were just two of the prime top list examples of really what to look out for when a narcissist possibly gives themselves away. There are probably some more on this list. I may broach some more of these examples here. And of course, these examples can also change dependent on women or men as well too. I haven't gone into those details here, but I may in a future episode, just to let you guys be aware of what the differences might be from males to females and how they actually give themselves away. But this has been episode 13 of the Unmasking the Narcissist channel. I hope this gave you guys a little bit of information about what to look out for and how the narcissist gives themselves away. I'm going to say to you guys, please stay tuned. I've got some new episodes coming up really soon on the channel. And I've got some stuff coming up on the N.A.R.C.N network as well too. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll catch you really soon in some new episodes.